Your Lady Reds are number 14 in the nation in the Week 10 ABCA poll. Head coach is Leanne Ulmer. And your Blue Jays are number 17th in the nation in the recent ABCA poll. Head coach is Julie Hall. My name is Matt Thome. I'll be doing play-by-play today. Along with me is Carthage sophomore Cody Bolan. Cody, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thanks, Matt, for having me tonight. I'm Cody Bolan. I'm a sophomore at Carthage College. I play volleyball here, and I'm just excited to get some analysts in and hoping the Lady Reds get a win tonight.
That's good to hear. So tonight, again, we have the Lady Reds taking on the Elmhurst Blue Jays live here from Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College. Carthage is located in Kenosha, Wisconsin, on the shores of Lake Michigan, an undergraduate institution with 2,599 undergraduates currently enrolled. And in just over 3 minutes, we will be starting this match between the Lady Reds and the Blue Jays. Cody, what are your early indications going into this game?
Well, the Lady Reds have been very successful this year, and it shows with their record, but it also shows with the way they play. They play consistently, they play tough, and they have a very good setter in Karen Chin. Karen has done a great job all this year, and what good teams rely on is a good setter, and that's what she does. She's facilitated this entire offense all year, and she's been helped by a lot of key components, especially Hannah Cahoon, who's leading the back row and playing libero for this Carthage team.
Karen Chin, a few stats for her as we head into today's match. So far this year, she's played in 35 matches, started 29 of those, averages 1.7 points per set, 10.7 assists per set, and has an attack percentage of .294. Karen this year, in a total number of assists, has 1,363 assists, with a total of 216.5 points on the year. So again, great statistics for Karen Chin. She is a graphic design major here at Carthage, named to the Carthage Dean's List 3 times. Both her and Rachel Fields were nominees for the Capital One All-American D3 All-Academic team. Neither was selected for the regional rankings, but they were both nominated, which is a great honor for them. And in just under 2 minutes, we will get started here. I'll take a quick minute to talk about head coach Leanne Ulmer. Ulmer here is the head women's volleyball coach and senior women administrator here at Carthage. She's in her 13th year here at Carthage and has a .766 winning percentage. She recently picked up her 400th win at the UW Oshkosh Pizza Hut Classic just 2 weeks ago. Great achievement for her. She was named the ABCA Midwest Regional Coach of the Year in both 06 and 07 and is a 6-time CCIW Women's Volleyball Coach of the Year in 02, 06, 07, 08, 09, and 2011. And as both teams finish warming up here, we'll get underway shortly here, live from Tarble Arena. Again, coming up tomorrow, the winner of this match will take on Milliken at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Again, all those sights and sounds of the game will be live here on Live at Carthage. Pre-game starting at about 1:50 tomorrow. First serve at 2 o'clock. And as both teams take the bench, we will get started here shortly. If you'd like to stay up to date on all tournament actions and receive all press releases and see some live stats, you can go to CarthageSports.com, click under the Women's Volleyball tab, and all the information is there. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in today's webcast here at Tarble Arena. And at this point, we are going to send you down to the court for today's starting lineups with the PA announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tarble Arena for tonight's second semifinal match in the 2014 CCIW Women's Volleyball Tournament between the 4-seed Elmhurst College and the 1-seed Carthage College. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The NCAA, the CCIW, and Carthage thank you for your cooperation. And now for the starting lineups for tonight's match between the Elmhurst Blue Jays with a 30-7 overall record and a 4-3 conference record, and your Carthage Lady Reds with an overall record of 32-3 and a 7-0 CCIW record. Let's meet the Elmhurst Blue Jays. A 5'11 senior outside from St. Charles, Illinois, number 3, Sam Zarmak. A 5'10 sophomore from Port Byron, Illinois, number 7, Hannah Nimrick. A 5'8 freshman libero from Williams Bay, Wisconsin, number 9, Amy Shriver. A 6' senior right side from Frankfort, Illinois, number 12, Jackie Pavlonis. A 5'8 freshman outside from Elkhorn, Nebraska, wearing number 16, Ellie Rogers. A 5'9 freshman outside from Plainville, Michigan, number 17, Carrie Swain. And a 6' freshman middle from Bloomington, Illinois, number 22, Mary Lawrence. The head coach for the Blue Jays is Julie Hall. Are you ready? And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Carthage Lady Reds. At libero is 5'7 senior from Watertown High School out of Watertown, Wisconsin, wearing number 1, Hannah Cahoon. At defensive specialist, a 5'7 freshman from Racine, Wisconsin, out of Greenfield High School, number 4, Lucy Kurensky. At center, a 5'9 junior from Mundelein High School, out of Mundelein, Illinois, wearing number 10, Karen Chin. And outside hitter, a 5'11 senior from Oak Park Fenwick High School, from Chicago, Illinois, number 11, Rachel Fields. And outside hitter, a 5'11 junior from Washington High School, from Washington, Illinois, number 12, Emily Hireman. At middle blocker, a 5'10 junior from Schaumburg High School, out of Hanover Park, Illinois, number 18, Bria Haley. And a middle blocker, 6'4 sophomore from Bradford High School, from Kenosha, Wisconsin, number 24, Stephanie Romanowski. Your Lady Reds are coached by Leanne Almer. Coach Almer is assisted by graduate assistant coach Cindy Kavanaugh and student assistant coach Ann Sonninger. Good luck to both teams.
And folks, as you can see, playing at Tarble Arena is like any other. It is one of the best facilities in the nation when it comes to D3. Fantastic show going on. Cody, you can talk about how awesome it is to play in this arena.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. And you know what's great about it is the fans. The fans here tonight have been, I mean, it's a blackout. There are a lot of people here ready to support the Lady Reds, and it looks like it's going to be a great show out.
Just got about over 1,000 people here in the arena tonight. Going to be a great show. Great game between two very tough contenders in the CCIW. As we do the final checks here, we will get underway. And Carthage number 1 ranking in the conference went 7-0 this year, have an overall record of 32-3. Currently ranked number 14 in the nation and second in the regional, only behind UW Stevens Point. Elmhurst is number 4 ranking coming in today, and they are number 17 in the nation. Get started underway here, and the first serve of the day will come from number 18, Bria Haley. Haley gets this one back to the back row, number 17 there, Kaylee Swain. And that is a point to Elmhurst. They will get the first point of the match. And now into the game is Hannah Cahoon.
What's really interesting about ladies volleyball rather than men's volleyball is you're going to see a slide where the middle will actually go out and where the right side would hit. And they do that a lot, especially Elmhurst. So watch for that tonight.
Serving for Elmhurst is number 28, Peggy Clemens. Chin over to Romanowski. They recover that one. Fields over to Hireman to the back row. And Chin over to Hireman again. Not a great set there. They'll recover.
Elmhurst is really running at a fast pace right now. Lady Reds need to keep it up because at this point the blocks are not getting up on time and there's going to be trouble for the back row.
Elmhurst with that second point there. Continuing to serve is Peggy Clemens.
Clemens actually moved from libero to the outside spot. She was playing libero for most of the season. She just got moved.
And Chin with the quick ditch over the net. That is the Lady Reds' first point, and Chin will go back to serve. Chin, one of the most consistent servers for the Lady Reds this year. Said multiple times here at Tarble Arena on 9, 10-point runs. Absolutely fantastic player here on the court. Over to the left side, and that ball will go out. It is tipped, point to Elmhurst as they lead 3-1. And back to serve is number 12, Jackie Pavlonis, the 6'0 senior out of Frankfort, Illinois. Chin to Hireman, and that ball will fall. Lady Reds point, they now only trail 2-3.
Hireman's been her go-to person all year, playing at the outside position, an easy set to make, and she's done a great job all year.
Now back to serve is number 3, Sarah Shoemaker, the 5'4 senior out of Bristol, Wisconsin. Set over to the left side. That ball will fall and actually ends up in the face of Coach Ulmer. Point to Elmhurst, they lead 4-2. Back to serve is number 7, Hannah Nimrick. And that ball will go wide out. First service error for the Blue Jays. Romanowski out, Haley in. Back to serve is number 1, libero Hannah Cahoon. Elmhurst leads 4-3 in this first set.
Elmhurst actually passing with 2 people in the back row. So Lady Reds can definitely exploit here.
Point to the Lady Reds there in a double contact. Cahoon continuing to serve.
So the middle of the court is wide open in serve receive for Cahoon to just take away here.
Now and will go out, one of the rare service errors that we do see from Cahoon. Hopefully she gets that out of her system early. Back to serve for the Blue Jays is now Sam Zarmak, the 5'11 outside hitter, senior out of St. Charles, Illinois, went to St. Charles East High School. And a great block there by the team of Lawrence and Burns. Elmhurst point, they lead 6-4. Zarmak continuing to serve.
Chin making good decisions here. The ball's just not hitting the floor. Elmhurst is playing some great defense right now.
Free ball now for Elmhurst. Great tag team there by Fields and Haley. A little bit of a communication error there by Elmhurst leads to the Lady Reds point. Back to serve is Rachel Fields. They trail Elmhurst 5-6.
Fields has been another key component to this entire team and all the success that comes with it. She's done a great job in the back row and the front row.
Valiant effort there by Cahoon, not able to get there quick enough. Elmhurst point, they lead 7-5 over the Lady Reds. Back to serve is number 9, Amy Schreiber. Schreiber, a 5'8 freshman out of Williams Bay, Wisconsin, went to Bigfoot High School. Name you don't necessarily hear a lot associated with a high school. And it does go off the arms of Shoemaker. Point to the Blue Jays. They lead 8-5. Schreiber continuing to serve. That ball does land in. First service ace for the Blue Jays. They lead 9-5. Lady Reds have got to turn it around here.
Yeah, they look flustered right now. And if you see right here in the serve receive, Rachel Fields is going to be passing. Usually what you see is an outside hitter passing, but she's actually moving from right side to pass in the back row.
That ball does go out of bounds. Point to the Lady Reds. We'll have the quick substitution here. Coming in is Heyerman and Krensky. Going out is Parsons and Shoemaker. Krensky back to serve.
Much needed change in the front row. Hopefully they can get something going now.
Chin over to Heyerman. Nice job there by Fields. Goes up into the rafters, not able to get that one back. Point to the Blue Jays. They now lead 10-6 over the Lady Reds. Back to serve is number 4, Shannon Burns, the 5'10 junior out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And Heyerman with the kill. Lady Reds trail by 3. Elmhurst leads 10-7. Back to serve now, number 18, Bria Haley, the 5'10 junior out of Hanover Park, Illinois, attended Schaumburg High School. And the great block there by the team of Chin and Romanowski.
Elmhurst has been pushing the outside all night, having a lot of success, and Chin ends that success. Very good job right there.
Haley continues to serve for the Lady Reds, gets that one over to the back row, received by the libero. They're going to make a quick hit that will go out past the back corner. Point to the Lady Reds. Haley continuing to serve as they now trail only by 1, 10-9.
As a setter, you're going to have problems trying to get a kill right there, especially when that ball's off the net.
Chin quick gets that one over. Nice save by her. Elmhurst is going to send that one to the net, and we are all tied up, folks. 10-10. Haley continuing to serve for the Lady Reds.
And Nimrick not feeding her players right now. That's a huge problem. They've been successful. They've been hitting the ball very well. You got to feed your hitters.
Haley to Chin over to Heyerman. That ball does land in on the back line. Point Elmhurst. They lead 11-10. And going back to serve will be number 16, Ellie Rogers, the 5'8 freshman out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. Chin to Fields. And a great kill by Rachel Fields as we are tied up at 11.
Got to get Rachel Fields going. The right side is a really prolific role, especially on the offensive side. If you can get the right side going, you're going to have a lot of success, especially against this team who's lacking blocking on the outside.
Karen Chin gets that one to the back row. That ball will land. Elmhurst takes the 12-11 lead.
There's a quick run right there by Elmhurst, not letting Hannah Kuhn get back to her base.
Back to serve is number 12, Jackie Pavlonis, the 6'0 senior out of Frankfort, Illinois, Lincoln Way East High School. That ball does go out of bounds. Service error for the Blue Jays. We are tied back up at 12. Coming back in is Shoemaker and Parsons. Shoemaker back to serve. And that ball will go into the net. Point Lady Reds as they take their first lead of the game. 13-12. Shoemaker continues to serve.
The Lady Reds have been struggling a little bit, but it's good news that they're still in this game, still taking the lead. It looks good for them.
Try to float that one over. Kin is there to receive it. Over to Cahoon and Fields. And that is a point on the Lady Reds. Double contact on the Blue Jays. Lady Reds now lead 14-12. Shoemaker back to serve.
He's trying to do too much there.
And that ball will fall short of the net. Point to the Lady Reds. They now lead by 3, 15-12. Shoemaker continuing to serve. And we do have a timeout on Elmhurst here. Cody, what are you seeing early in this game that are two positive things for each team and two negative that could hurt them?
Well, Elmhurst has come out and they came out swinging. They were setting their players very well, and the outside position was really helping them out. But what happened was the setter tried to take too much. Nimrick tried to take too much of this entire game and tried making plays, and it hurt them. It really did, because what happened was all these outsides got cold, the hitters got very rusty, and there wasn't a lot of points coming in for Elmhurst. The Lady Reds, on the other hand, started off very slow, were a little flustered from the serve receiving point, and they were out of system a lot. And now they're picking it up, they're serving well, and if you serve well and you're doing a good job of that and you're making this Elmhurst team play, there's going to be a lot of trouble for Elmhurst, because honestly the skill of this Lady Reds team will definitely surpass this Elmhurst team.
And the thing is, when you let your hitters get rusty like that, when they tighten up, they do not have as great a range of flexibility, and the power that they're going to have coming down inside the 10-foot line just is not going to be what you want. They're going to have to go outside of it.
Yep.
Out to the left side. Nice job there by Elmhurst, going right through the hands of Karen Chin. Lady Reds still lead 15-13. Back to serve is number 7, Hannah Nimrick. Oh, not a great reception there by Cahoon. Not able to convert. Lady Reds now only lead by 1, 15-14 in this first set. They got to bring it back. Nimrick still serving. And she will send that one way out. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 16-14 with Cahoon back to serve.
These missed serves have really been hurting Elmhurst also.
Elmhurst already with 4 service errors in this first set. And that ball will go outside. Point to the Lady Reds, no touch there. Cahoon continuing to serve.
Elmhurst has got to start pushing the middle, and it starts with a pass. But right now they only have 2 people in the back row trying to pass. Cahoon should definitely exploit this. I don't know why she hasn't yet.
Nice reception there by Cahoon over to Chin, over to Parsons. That one will float and sting. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 18-14. Cahoon continuing to serve. Chin over to Parsons. Tries to float that one over. Cahoon to Chin to Fields. And Rachel Fields with the kill on the line. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 19-14.
Great move right there. And what happened was the libero, Amy Shriver, if I got that right. Shriver was out of position right there, not playing on the line. Great job by Fields to see that and make that play.
Cahoon continuing to serve on a 5-point run. And a nice job there by Bria Haley. Lady Reds now lead 20-14.
Haley's been consistent for them all year, playing in a ton of matches, and has been a great hitter, great blocker, great all-around player for them.
Elmhurst taking the timeout here. So far, who are your standouts in today's game?
Well, right now, one standout would be the setter for Elmhurst, Hannah Nimrick. She's got to pick it up right now. She was setting very well at the beginning of the game. But she's also been pin heavy, and by pin heavy I mean they're setting the outsides and they're not setting the middle hitter. If you can solidify the middle hitter, you're going to have a lot more success and you're going to be a better team, and they're not doing that. On the Carthage side, it starts with Chin, but I think Fields has done a very good job of also hitting well on the right side. If you can hit well on the right side, that's going to open up a lot of other options.
Well, just 30 seconds left in this timeout. Both teams are taking back to the floor. Very quick one that we have going here. And back to serve again will be Hannah Cahoon, the senior out of Watertown, Wisconsin. Lady Reds lead 20-14 in this first set.
Serving has also been much better on the Lady Red side.
Nice job there by Bria Haley, catching him off guard. Lady Reds lead 21-14. Cahoon continues to serve. And a great block there by the team of Fields and Haley. Lady Reds lead 22-14. Cahoon continues to serve.
Elmhurst has got to change their ways right now because the Lady Reds have picked up that outside very well. They've gotten a couple blocks, and they've also been getting touches which are spurring rallies for this Lady Reds team.
Nice attempt there by Parsons. Does fall on the Carthage side. Elmhurst sides out. Lady Reds still lead 22-15. Back to service number 3, Sam Zarmak. That is a point to Elmhurst. Their violation by the Lady Reds. Continue to lead 22-16 over Elmhurst. And that ball will go out off of Fields. Point to the Blue Jays. Lady Reds lead 22-17.
It's a good mistake still by Rachel Fields. They're up 22-16. You can take that kind of shot. She's taking a chance there, but didn't get a kill on that one though.
Parsons there. That will be sent up into the light. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 23-17. That is one challenge of this Tarble Arena. Very low ceiling for a gym, so you're going to get a lot of balls up into the rafters and into the lights. And that ball will go out of bounds. Point to the Lady Reds. This is set point for the Lady Reds.
Elmhurst hasn't really gotten a lot of options to set the middle too, and that's really hurting them. If you can get a team out of system, they're going to be way less effective.
Fields there with the service. Parsons to Chin to Bria Haley. Chin to Cahoon. Over to Rachel Fields on the right side. And that'll land into the back row. And the Lady Reds take the first set, 25-17. We'll take a quick look at your first set statistics here. Elmhurst with 12 kills, 9 errors, and 35 total attacks, an attack percentage of .086. 10 digs, 1 block, 2 service aces, and 4 service errors in that first set. Total of 12 assists. Carthage with 10 kills, 2 errors, 25 total assists, an attack percentage of .32. 12 digs, 2 blocks, 1 and 1 for service aces and errors, and a total of 9 assists. We'll be right back in just about 2 minutes with more live action from Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College in this 2014 semifinal in the CCIW Women's Volleyball Conference Tournament. And we'd like to welcome you back here to Tarble Arena for today's 2014 CCIW Women's Volleyball Conference Tournament semifinal between number 1 seed Carthage Lady Reds and the number 4 seed Elmhurst Blue Jays. Lady Reds taking the first set 25-17. Cody, what were some of the highlights of that first set?
Well, some of the highlights were Elmhurst at the beginning of the game was really working the pins really well. And when you start working the pins like that, you're going to have a lot of success, especially when the blockers like Karen Chin and Emily Hireman on the outsides really couldn't get to it. But as the game went on, Karen Chin was much more successful, and same with Stephanie Romanowski getting out to the pins and making blocks. And the Carthage Lady Red swagger's back because this team's 32-3. They've had a ton of wins, and they know how to win. And that's a huge problem for Elmhurst, especially losing that first set.
Back to serve for the Blue Jays right away is number 17, Carrie Swain. Swain is a 5'9" freshman outside hitter out of Plainwell, Michigan. And Lady Reds took the first set, 25-17. Swain gets this, and that goes out right away. Service error, point to the Lady Reds, and Karen Chin will go back to serve. That ball will fall on the Carthage side. Point to the Blue Jays. We are tied at 1. Back to serve is number 16, Allie Rogers. Hireman will send that one into the net. Point to the Blue Jays. First time I've seen her do that in a while. She had a lot of those early in the season. She's honed in on that. Elmhurst to serve again. And that one will go way out. Second service error and 4 points for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, that was a problem in the first game. Can't be a problem in the second if they want to win this one.
Substitution on the floor coming in is Shoemaker and Parsons. Shoemaker back to serve.
Shoemaker's been a great asset to this team. A 3-year starter, has done nothing but succeed on this team, and she's a huge help for this Lady Reds team.
And that ball will go out on a quick ditch over. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 3-2 as Shoemaker continues to serve. Chin to Fields, and that one will hit the court. Point to the Lady Reds. Shoemaker continuing to serve for the Lady Reds. Rachel Fields already with 4 kills on the night.
Chin's done a really good job of distributing to everyone.
Now I want to go right into the heels of her hands of Chin. Point to Elmhurst. Back to serve is number 12, Jackie Pavlonis.
Romanowski needed help on that block right there from Fields and didn't get it.
That one will go out. That is the 3rd service error for Elmhurst in this set. Cahoon back to serve.
Elmhurst passing 3 now because they have a defensive specialist in the back. Great up there.
Nice job there by number 7, Nimrick on the point. Lady Reds lead 5-4. Nimrick back to serve for the Blue Jays.
Chin's just got to stay in her base. It's not a great dump by Nimrick, but I mean, just find an open hole. Chin should be there though.
And another service error for the Blue Jays. 4 of Carthage's 6 points are from service errors. Back to serve is Fields. Fields to Chin, over to Haley.
Another great up by Cahoon, staying outside that block.
Rachel Fields there with the attempt. Fields to Chin to Parsons. Parsons with the kill. Lady Reds take the 7-4 lead, and back to serve is Fields.
Great set right there by Chin. Having to step out past the 10-foot line and making that set is huge.
That was Parsons' 3rd kill of the night. Also has 1 dig recorded to her. And that one will go out. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 8-4. Fields back to serve. That one will go out. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 9-4.
Lady Reds have this game under control, and a lot of it is thanks to Elmhurst serving. Having a 5-point lead and not even playing to their full potential right now.
Fields continuing to serve here for the Lady Reds. Chin over to Parsons. And that one will land in. Mallory Parsons with her 4th kill tonight. Lady Reds lead 10-4 in the 2nd set.
Parsons has been a huge addition to this team. She's a freshman, but she's really integrated herself into this starting lineup very well. She's done a great job at this number 2 outside position.
Again, Elmhurst taking their first time out of the set. Only 14 points in. Showing some, I don't want to say a lack of confidence in their team, but definitely a lack of communication out there on the floor. About 45 seconds left in this timeout. Carthage obviously playing strong, winning the first set, 25-17, leading this one 10-4. Looking at the statistics, just serving-wise right now, Elmhurst, 2 service aces, but 8 service errors. And we are only 39 points into this entire match.
Yeah, that's a huge problem for Elmhurst. They need to pick that up, especially against a team like Carthage, who's 32-3. Like I said before, they know how to win games, and they can definitely exploit this lack of serving. And right now, Elmhurst I think is going to be passing too, like they've been doing. And in my opinion, and a lot of volleyball analysts' opinion, that's a huge problem because Rachel Fields has a huge hole in the middle of that court to hit it.
Rachel Fields serving here. She will go right to the middle. That'll go off a Cahoon way out back. Point to the Blue Jays. Back to serve is number 3, Zarmak.
Zarmak's been their go-to girl all night. She's got 6 kills already and running a good tandem there from the middle of the court.
Parsons with the kill. Point to the Lady Reds. They lead 11-5.
Carthage lineup is number 12,
Hireman and Krensky coming in. Krensky back to serve for the Lady Reds.
Krensky's also been a huge addition to this team, playing DS and also being a freshman.
Chin to Haley. That one goes off the face of the libero. And that ball will fall on the Elmhurst side. Lady Reds lead 12-5. Krensky back to serve.
Really smart play right there by Chin. Noticing the open corner right there and just taking advantage of it.
And that ball will go way out. Point to the Lady Reds. Krensky continuing to serve as they lead 13-5.
Lady Reds completely in control of this game right now. They should feel very confident.
That ball goes off the block of Haley and Hireman. Point to the Blue Jays. Back to serve is number 9, Shriver.
Shriver back to serve.
Fields to Chin, over to Haley. Elmhurst will barely get that one. Fields, Chin will dump that one over. Point on Karen Chin there. Lady Reds now lead 14-6.
Karen Chin in the front row right now and really using that to her advantage. She's done a couple of tips throughout this entire rotation. She's done a very good job. Been smart with the ball.
Bria Haley serving there. Hireman with the kill. Great job there by Emily Hireman.
Hireman's probably got the heaviest arm on this team. Takes absolute rips. Has a great arm.
Lady Reds leading 15-6. Haley continuing to serve.
The attack percentage for Carthage has been out of this world. .395 compared to Elmhurst, .094.
That ball will go out of bounds. Point to Elmhurst. Back to serve is number 4, Shannon Burns. Lady Reds continue to lead 15-7 in the second set. That ball will go out. Point to the Lady Reds. Back to serve is Karen Chin.
Now in the front row is Stephanie Romanowski, Rachel Fields, and Emily Hireman. A big front row. Expect a couple blocks in this rotation.
One of the very rare service errors by Karen Chin there going out backcourt. Point to Elmhurst Blue Jays. Back to serve now is number 28, Peggy Clemens. Lady Reds lead 16-8. And Romanowski with the kill. Point Lady Reds.
A lot of the reason why they brought Stephanie in to start halfway during the year was because of her offensive ability. Megan Fallard, who was a freshman who started at the beginning of the year, had a ton of success, but was more of a defensive-minded player. Stephanie's done a great job of enforcing the middle on the offensive side.
And that ball will land in. Point to the Lady Reds.
And just getting lucky there, but at this point in time, that's what it looks like for the Lady Reds. It's what it's been all night.
And we do have a timeout down on the floor. Lady Reds lead 18-8 in this match. Elmhurst keeps adding to their service errors. They're now 2-9 for service aces, service errors. Carthage with a .41 attack percentage. Absolutely ridiculous in this game. Both teams. Lee and Elmer pumping up the Lady Reds. Let's be honest, they're playing great. Really have not done wrong at this point, and I really don't see anything going wrong in the near future.
Yeah, a lot of the times in women volleyball, you see a lot of leeway that's given in the second game if a team wins the first game. You kind of lay back and put on the brakes a little bit, but what this Lady Reds team has done is put on the throttle. They've absolutely demolished this Elmhurst team in the second game and have really diminished their swagger, their confidence, and everything that they had. And I mean, they're just going to need momentum for the next game if they want to stay in this game.
Lady Reds obviously having some fun out on the court during this little break as they're waiting for Elmhurst to take the floor. That's just one thing about this team. They're extremely close-knit, and that really does help them out on the floor.
Absolutely.
Back to serve is number 3, Sarah Shoemaker. And that is a point to the Lady Reds. They lead 19-8. Shoemaker continuing to serve.
The only way this Elmhurst team is going to be able to come back is by staying in system and getting a good pass. They're not doing that right now.
Nice dump there by number 12, Jackie Pavlonis. Point to the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Lady Reds lead 19-9, and back to serve is Pavlonis.
Nimrick has done a really good job of controlling this offense. At the beginning of the game, she's having a ton of trouble dumping the ball and trying to get tips, but she's done a very good job as of late.
And a great job there by Rachel Fields. The assist from Chin. Lady Reds now lead 20-9 with Cahoon back to serve. Nice attempt there by Shoemaker, not able to get it done. Point to Elmhurst. Lady Reds lead 20-10. Back to serve for the Blue Jays, number 5, Nirchi. Chin to Fields to the back row. Lack of communication there by Elmhurst. That's going to go way out. That is what's hurting them the most, folks. Service errors and a lack of communication down on the floor.
Yeah, what you need to do is you need to better the ball. If the ball's out of system or you don't want, or the ball's not where you want it to be, you need to better the ball for the third hit to make sure that you're playing the ball and not giving away free points like they've been doing.
Lady Reds lead 21-10. Ball comes back their way. Hannah Cahoon on the reception.
Great job of staying in her base right there.
And Parsons sends that one over. Chin to Cahoon over to Fields. And Fields with the kill. Lady Reds lead 22-10.
If you can have a libero like that, like Cahoon, who's a former setter, being able to set the ball like that, that's going to help your hitters a ton. That's going to get you a lot of points.
Rachel Fields continuing to serve for the Lady Reds. Fields with 6 kills and 4 digs on the night. Another lack of communication on the floor for the Blue Jays. Not what they need. However, Haley will send that one way out. Point to the Blue Jays. Back to serve for the Blue Jays, number 3, Zarmak. Nice attempt there by Chin. And point to the Lady Reds, double contact for the Blue Jays. Lady Reds lead 23-11.
Like I said, Elmhurst just needs to get some momentum for the next game. I hate to say it, but you can really kiss this one goodbye. And what they need to do is just get on a little run and start to get back into their system.
Krensky back to serve there for the Lady Reds. Fields to Chin, over to Hireman. That ball will go out. Hireman with the kill. Point Lady Reds.
That heavy swing again by Hireman. Even though she dug it, it's going on the opposite side of the net.
This is set point for Carthage. They lead 24-11 in this second set. Krensky gets that one over. Fields to Chin, over to Hireman. Great block there by the team of Burns and Nava. Elmhurst with the point there. Back to serve for them is number 9, Schreiber.
Serving is number 9, Schreiber.
Krensky, Chin to Haley. Chin to the back row. Cahoon to Chin to Hireman. Fields sends that one back over. And nice job there by number 12, Jackie Pavlonis with the kill.
Even though it's 24-13, if you're the Lady Reds, you don't want this happening right now. You don't want Elmhurst to have any type of confidence going into that third game.
Krensky to Chin to Haley. And they split the block there. That is a gift from the volleyball gods for Elmhurst. As they get that point, Lady Reds lead 24-14.
All they need right now is just a good pass, stay in system, and be able to have all their options open for their hitters. And that's what they're getting right now.
Oddly enough, this stalemate on set point does happen quite often for the Lady Reds at home. And another kill by Elmhurst number 12, Pavlonis. Lady Reds have all but lost their momentum right here, which is not what they need.
Yeah, this has been bad. I mean, like I said, this game's over, but you don't want this, especially for an Elmhurst team who's fighting for their lives right now.
Keep your mind in the set you're playing until you get that last point. Finally got the last point. Oh, never mind. Point to the Blue Jays. And the crowd is not happy.
I don't know what the call was, because I know Karen Chin is front row right now, and she's allowed to do that. I don't know what happened.
And the kill there by Emily Hireman will finish it out. Lady Reds take the second set. 25-16, your cumulative stats to this point. Elmhurst, 23 kills, 13 errors, and 68 total attacks. Attack percentage of .147, 22 digs, 2 blocks, 2 service aces, and 9 service errors, and a total of 22 assists. Carthage, 24 kills, 6 errors, 56 total attacks for an attack percentage of .321, 29 digs, 2 blocks, 2 service aces and 2 service errors, and 21 total assists. We'll be right back in just about 2 minutes with more live CCIW volleyball action from Tarble Arena. And we are back here with more live volleyball from Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College. Cody, what are the key indicators or the goals for both teams going into this third set?
Elmhurst has just got to win, and it's as simple as that because they're down 2-0 right now, and they have no other shot. And, I mean, this Lady Reds team, they need to worry about Elmhurst because Elmhurst is fighting for their lives right now. And whether or not the momentum has mostly been on the Lady Reds side, Elmhurst came back at the end of that game, and that's something to watch out for. A lot of the times, like I said, you're going to let off. You're going to let off a little bit. It's just human nature. But what the Lady Reds need to do is they need to push on that pedal and make sure that Elmhurst has nothing left in the tank.
Right now, as I see it, yes, Elmhurst is number 17 in the nation, and while they may get a tournament bid out of this, losing tonight would not be good for them. I look back at the Red Men basketball season at the end of last year, where they had a decent record, and they were likely going to make the tournament, but just got left out of the rankings by probably 1 or 2 votes at the end there, and did not make it because they lost that Friday night match in their conference tournament. The same thing may happen to Elmhurst here if they can't pull something out.
Especially if you're losing this game in 3 and you're getting swept. That's something that the committee will look at, and although Carthage is 32-3, getting a win off of them is huge.
Both teams are now back on the court. We are ready to get this one underway. Carthage leading 2-0, taking the first set 25-17, and the second set 25-16. And back to serve for the Lady Reds is number 18, Bria Haley. Chin to Fields. And that is Lady Reds' point for contact for the Blue Jays. Lady Reds take the first point, 1-0. Haley continuing to serve. And a nice job there by Hireman and Romanowski.
Great job by Romanowski to read that play. She knew that Nimrick's been very heavy on these tips, jumping, and that height is going to help huge.
One thing that Romanowski has probably struggled with throughout the year is her level of confidence, and in these last few games, it has really come out. She knows she's a good player and is able to get stuff done. Yeah,
she's done a great job in keeping that starting spot, and like I said, a great offensive weapon too. Great offensive weapon.
Back to serve for the Blue Jays is number 28, Peggy Clemens. Fields to Chin to Romanowski to the back row. Cahoon to Chin to Hireman. Floats that one over into the net. Point Lady Reds. They lead 3-1. Chin back to serve.
Lady Reds look good right now, making sure that Elmhurst has nothing left. And they're being smart with the ball too. They're not just swinging as hard as they can. They're picking spots. They're hitting tips. They're doing a good job.
Another time of miscommunication down in the court there for the Blue Jays. Point Lady Reds, they lead 4-1. Chin to serve. Cahoon to Chin. Chin not able to save that one. Not a great setup there by Cahoon. Didn't really give Chin a choice of anything. All she could do is try to get it right up by the net there. Lady Reds lead 4-2. Back to serve is Pavlonis.
Yeah, it was a tough dig, though, by Hannah because Romanowski didn't get out to the pin, which is really going to hurt you, especially on a perfect pass.
And that is the 10th service error of the match for the Blue Jays. Lady Reds lead 5-2. Shoemaker back to serve.
Number 13, Parsons.
That ball will go deep out of the backside. Point Lady Reds, they lead 6-2. Shoemaker continuing to serve. Carthage now with a 3.3 attack percentage. Elmhurst with .104. Point there by Elmhurst. They'll have a quick substitution down on the court.
And statistically, from a defensive standpoint, Elmhurst and Carthage have been neck and neck. But when you look at the offensive stats and you also look at the service errors, that's a huge downfall for Elmhurst.
Back to serve for Elmhurst is number 5, Taylor Nietzsche. And the 11th service error by Elmhurst in this game. Lady Reds lead 7-3. Cahoon back to serve. I really don't know what coach is thinking at this point. What do you tell your girls to try to get them out of that service error rut?
I mean, usually you find service errors within a jump serve. So a lot of times girls who jump serve, it's a high risk, high reward type of deal. But what Elmhurst is doing right now is they're floating balls out, they're floating balls into the net, and there's nothing the coach can do. This is focus at this point.
Elmhurst number 3 serving Zarmak. Chin to Parsons. Great kill there by Mallory Parsons. Rachel Fields back to serve.
Both Hireman and Parsons are heavy hitting outsides, have a lot of velocity on their swing.
Nice job there by Bria Haley to Chin to Parsons. Point to the Lady Reds.
It was a smart move right there. Knew she didn't have a good approach to get enough power on it and just took a finesse shot.
Lady Reds lead 9-4. Fields back to serve.
Nothing really going for Elmhurst right now.
Well, except for that, they were to float that one over the net. Point Elmhurst. And back to serve is number 9, Amy Schreiber.
Getting a little lazy right there.
Chin over to Haley. Schreiber sends that one over. And Chin with the quick dump, not able to make that one happen. And that one will fall. Almost the same play that happened last time. Lady Reds now lead only by 3, 9-6.
Yeah, 2 tips in a row. Elmhurst might have caught on to something here. Lady Reds need to pick that up. That could be a huge problem for the Lady Reds in this third game if they don't figure it out.
Fields to Chin over to Parsons off the block there. It does go out. Point Lady Reds, they lead 10-6, and back to serve will be Krensky.
Krensky back to serve.
Elmhurst will send that one into the net. Point Lady Reds, they lead 11-6.
Great serve right there. That ball's dying, and especially when defenders are playing back and trying to use their platform, that's a great serve.
And a rare service error from Krensky there. Point Elmhurst, Lady Reds lead 11-7. Back to serve is number 4, Burns. Nice job there by Haley. Almost had the float there again, not able to get it. Rachel Fields to the back row. And that'll go off to Cahoon and back into the stands. Point Blue Jays. I definitely agree with you there. Elmhurst picked up that something. They tried that same play there. Lady Reds were able to recover there, however. Chin over to Hireman. Cahoon to Chin to Fields, sends that one into the net. Point Blue Jays, Lady Reds only lead by 2, 11-9.
And you can see it right now. I mean, Elmhurst is fighting for their lives right now, rightfully so, and the Lady Reds need to fight back, because if Elmhurst gets this win, they're going to have momentum, and although the Lady Reds have an advantage, even with a loss in this set, you don't want that happening. That just puts more pressure on your team.
If you're Coach Lee and Elmer right now, what are you telling your ladies in that huddle?
Just stay confident. Know what your abilities are. This is a more talented Lady Reds team by far than this Elmhurst team. Just watching this game, and you have height, you have skill, and you have a setter that can do a lot of things for you, and you don't need to worry about it. I mean, it's 11-9, and I would make sure to tell the girls on the floor that you have the lead. You have the lead by 2, and this is the reason you're using the timeout. Use the timeout to just bring everyone together and make sure that you guys know what you're doing, because you can't give up this set. This is a huge set for them.
Lady Reds only in that timeout for about 30 seconds, so really quick message there by Elmer.
Another reason why Homer would do that was just to ice the server. Try to get that server just out of rhythm. So
again, Lady Reds leading 11-9 in this third set. Lady Reds lead 2-0 overall. And back to serve for Elmhurst is number 4, Shannon Burns. Krensky to Chin to Hireman. That one's going to go out off the block. Point Lady Reds as they now lead 12-9. Cahoon out, Romanowski in, Haley back to serve. Nice attempt there by Romanowski. That ball is going to fall on the Carthage side. Point Elmhurst, Lady Reds lead 12-10. And back to serve for Elmhurst will be number 28, Peggy Clemens.
Can't ruin the rhythm right now and miss a serve right here. Clemens has to get this one in and has to get some type of service run going.
Chin to Hireman.
And Hireman's definitely the one you want to go to there. She's been the most consistent hitter, especially in the front row right now. She's been the most consistent hitter for this Lady Reds team. Good decision by Chin.
Lady Reds lead 13-10. Chin back to serve. Chin will try to get that one across. Elmhurst recovers. Cahoon to Chin to Fields to the back row. Over to the left side. And that one will land in, point to the Blue Jays. Zarmach there with the kill. Lady Reds lead 13-11, and back to serve for Elmhurst is number 8, Annie Abagain.
Right now, Chin has Hireman, Romanowski, and Fields. Using Romanowski right there.
And a great kill there by Elmhurst. Ababane back to serve again. Excuse me, Agabane. And a great block by Stephanie Romanowski.
That's a much-needed block for the Lady Reds. About to tie it up right there was Elmhurst, and that was huge. If Shoemaker can get a service run right here, that's going to be huge.
Romanowski, again, a Kenosha native, went to Bradford High School, only about 2 minutes away from campus. Grew up around Carthage volleyball. Awesome to see her here now. Point to the Blue Jays. Lady Reds now only lead by 1, 14-13.
Yeah, right now you have Fields, Romanowski, and Parsons in the front row. If I were Karen Chin, I'd probably set Fields, but on a good pass, you might want to work Romanowski into the mix.
That ball will go way out. That is the 12th service error for Elmhurst in this match. Back to serve is Hannah Cahoon.
Cahoon serving for your Lady Reds.
That's a point to the Lady Reds there. They lead 16-13. Cahoon back to serve.
Great job by Chin to better the ball, make sure that Fields got a good approach on that ball, and then Fields finishing the deed right there. Great tip.
Chin to Cahoon, over to Fields. That one will fall on the Carthage side. They're able to recover. Oh, point to the Blue Jays. Hand underneath the net there by Carthage. Lady Reds lead 16-14. Back to serve, Zarmak.
Great swing by Parsons right there, just overpowering the libero. The libero for Elmhurst has done a very good job tonight from a digging standpoint. She's gotten a lot of touches, and they've also been passing too on serve receive, and she's done a good job with that, but Elmhurst has just been struggling all night.
Lady Reds lead 17-14. Another great kill there by Elmhurst. Zarmak with the kill. Back to service, Shriver.
Into the Blue Jays lineup is number 12, Pavalonis. Shriver serving. Point, Lady Reds. Parsons with a kill.
And back to serve now for the Lady Reds is number 4, Lucy Krensky. Lady Reds lead 18-15. Nice attempt there by Carthage, not able to make anything happen. Point to the Blue Jays. Lady Reds lead 18-16.
A lot of times on the slide, your momentum is going one way, but you swing the opposite way. It's a great job of hitting the outside hands of Bria Haley for Elmhurst.
Another great job there by Elmhurst. Now Lady Reds only leading by 1, 18-17.
Although Nimrick struggled doing tips in the beginning of the game, she's really solidified herself as an offensive weapon. And so is Chin.
Back to serve now is Bria Haley. Lady Reds lead 19-17. And a great attempt on a block there by Emily Hireman. And that ball will fall. Point Blue Jays. Lady Reds lead 19-18.
Serving for Blue Jays, number 16, Rogers.
Nice attempt there by Chin. That one's going to fall. For the first time this match, we are tied up here, folks.
Cahoon's had a lot of trouble guarding this tip because she's playing into the court. And number 7, Nimrick, has done a great job of realizing that and putting it to the corners. They need to figure that out if they want to win this game because Nimrick repeats all of this. I mean, she's been taking advantage of Cahoon right now.
We do have a timeout down on the court. At this point, Lady Reds really have to get their momentum going again. Elmhurst has had a lot of confidence now in this set. And if Lady Reds can't stop that here and we do go into the fourth set, Elmhurst is just going to come out like a freight train.
Yeah, and that's what you expect from a team who's just inched out a win. You can't let that happen, especially a close game like this. It's going to give them a ton of momentum and a ton of confidence. They lost it in the middle of the game, but they've gained it back. And the Lady Reds need to make sure that they need to get everything together and make sure that they're running a system, getting all their options, and being consistent, making sure they're all doing their own job. If you worry about your own job, things are going to go right.
Carthage fans trying to start the wave here in the arena, obviously excited. One thing here, Carthage wants to win this in 3, is if they get the berth to the NCAA championship, having a 4 or 5 set win in the semifinals against a team like Elmhurst isn't going to look too good on them, and they're going to get a lower seed than what they should.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a huge game for them.
That ball does land in, and Elmhurst takes their first lead, 2019. Serving is number 16, Allie Rogers. And a great kill by Emily Hireman.
Much needed point. You need to feed Hireman right now. She's in the front row, and she's been their most consistent hitter. And it's also one of the easiest sets to make. Setting to the outside, it's a great outlet too.
Tied at 20 here in the third set. Chin back to serve. That ball will fall on the Carthage side. Elmhurst, 21-20.
And Nimrick, the setter, just made that play right there because she solidified herself as an offensive weapon. She continued to tip, and then right there, a tight set in the middle on a back ball and getting a huge kill.
Chin over to Hireman, and she sends that one into the net. Not what the Lady Reds need right here. They're now down by 2 in the final 5 points of the set.
Yeah, and it all starts with a pass right now. If they can get in system, the Lady Reds are going to be okay, but they need to get a good pass right here.
Nice attempt there by Romanowski. Cahoon to Chin to Fields, and that will go off of Elmhurst and go out of bounds. Point Lady Reds. Actually went outside the antenna. Shoemaker back to serve for the Lady Reds. Elmhurst does lead 22-21. Wow, great volley there. Elmhurst right now is on fire. Doesn't seem like there's anything you can do to stop them.
Yeah, Romanowski and Fields tried timing that block, but they were just a little late. And they got good contact on it, they just weren't pushing over.
Elmhurst just wearing down the Carthage defense right now. Chin to Fields, and a great kill by Rachel Fields. Elmhurst still does lead 23-22 in this third set. Tana Cahoon back to serve.
And Cahoon's who you want back there, great server. Veins are cold, she's ice cold, especially in these type of moments. She knows how to win.
Shoemaker to Chin to Parsons. Fields to Chin to Haley. That ball goes out. Lady Reds have tied it back up at 23, and we are going to have a timeout here on the Elmhurst bench. Now at this point, what is the Elmhurst coach going to tell her team? How do they keep the momentum going? Because Lady Reds just stopped it at the barracks.
This is tough right now. This is all up to the players. And when you get in this meeting, most of the reason why you get in this meeting is just to slow down the Lady Reds. At this point, the coach for Elmhurst really doesn't have a lot to say because it's tied right now and it's up to the players. You have 2 points to win this game, and that's what they need to do. But I always would pick the better team in this situation. I think the Lady Reds are going to be okay. We saw it in the last game. Milliken prevailed in the 5th set, and I think in a tight game like this, you expect Carthage to win. You do.
Completely agree. So right now, we are tied at 23 in the third set. Lady Reds lead 2-0 overall. Took the first set 25-17 and 25-16 in the second set. Monday is Selection Monday for the 2014 Women's Volleyball Championships. The first 3 rounds of the tournament are next weekend, and you can watch the selection show live on ncaa.com Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Back to serve now is Cahoon. Again, the winner of this match taking on Milliken tomorrow at 2 p.m. here live from Tarble Arena. We'll have all of your action here live at Carthage. Just go to live.carthage.edu. And the kill there by number 3, Sam Sarmak. Lady Reds have got to stop him here. It is set point for Elmhurst, their first of this tournament.
Yeah, 16 kills for Sarmak. She's been a huge help for Elmhurst. She's been everything.
Parsons to Chin, back to Parsons, and point to Elmhurst. Double contact on the Lady Reds. Folks, this one is going to 4 sets. And we'll get
great job by Elmhurst right there. Great job by staying composed.
Completely agree. Statistics here for this so far in this game. Elmhurst 40 kills, 17 errors, and 106 total attacks. An attack percentage of .217, 39 digs, averaging 4 blocks, 3 service aces, 12 service errors, and 39 assists. Carthage 38 kills, 11 errors, and 94 total attacks. An attack percentage of .287, their lowest of the entire match today. 41 digs, averaging 4 blocks, 4 service aces, 3 service errors, and 35 assists. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with more live action from Tarble Arena. And we are back here live from Tarble Arena with today's CCIW Women's Volleyball Tournament matchup. Elmhurst number 4 seed, Carthage number 1. Lady Reds lead 2-1 in sets. Lady Reds took the first set 25-17, the second 25-16, and Elmhurst took the third 25-23. About to get set underway here again. If you're Elmhurst, what are you looking to do in this 4th set?
Well, if you're Elmhurst right now, I mean, there's a lot of things going through your mind. At first, this is an elimination game. This is everything. This is just like it was back in the last period, or the last set, excuse me. So they need to make sure that they're giving it everything. They can't let up at all. Even though they won last game, it doesn't really mean anything. But on the other side, Carthage needs to win this game, because if they don't win this game, all the momentum is on Elmhurst. And there's so much pressure put on this Carthage team, especially at home.
All right, we are ready to get underway here again. We've got one of our producers, John Voinovich, running through the stands in a frantic manner. Something's going on, but don't need to worry about that. We'll focus on the game here. Elmhurst starting to serve, number 28, Peggy Clemens. Clemens been very solid in her serving throughout the game. Cahoon to Chin to Romanowski. And the first kill there by Elmhurst. Clemens will continue to serve.
And the next game's going to be to 15, so a lot of the time whoever has that momentum is going to usually win.
Chin over to Hireman. And a great kill there by Nimrick. They've got the momentum going. Carthage has got to do something to stop it here. Chin to Romanowski. That one's going to go out the back. Elmhurst leads 3-0. They're one of their largest leads of the entire match.
Yeah, and that's something that Carthage needs to worry about. They don't want to start slow. They don't want to keep giving Elmhurst all this fuel.
Chin will dump that one over. Point Lady Reds. They get their first point. Chin will go back to serve. She knew that was going to go out. She's already running towards the back line to serve. She is all set, all business. Here we go. Chin will give them a free ball. Chin over to Fields, and that'll end up in the back corner. Point Lady Reds. Again, another great dig there by Lucy Krensky setting up that play. Chin back to serve. And that is exactly what the Lady Reds needed there.
Great serve right there by Chin, right into the seam. Some miscommunication by Elmhurst, and now it's 3-3.
Chin serving once again. That one's going to go out. Point Lady Reds, they take the lead 4-3. Quick dump there by Nimrick. We're tied back up at 4, and back to serve is Allie Rogers. Cahoon, Romanowski quickly gets that one over. Apparently a double contact called on that one. Getting your officials tonight, Randy Redding and Sean Doherty. Yep, not Doherty. Doney is his last name. Chin to Fields. Could get that one over.
Great dig right there in the middle back.
Chin to Cahoon over to Fields. Now it's going to be tipped and go out. Carthage point, we're tied at 5, and back to serve will be Shoemaker. Parsons also back in the game.
On the Elmhurst side, Nimrick has completely controlled this game. From a facilitation standpoint where she was just trying to set everyone, now to the fourth set where she is just controlling it by herself, usually putting it over if it's a tight set.
Parsons will land that one in the back right corner. Point Lady Reds. They lead 6-5. Shoemaker continuing to serve. Fields now with 11 kills and 9 digs on the night. Point there by the Blue Jays. We are now tied at 6. Back to serve now is Agbabain.
Although Carthage isn't playing up to their full potential, Elmhurst is. You also got to give a little bit of credit to Elmhurst. Elmhurst is playing very well right now, staying in system, hitting the ball hard. A lot more confidence in this fourth set. Excuse me.
Great block there by Stephanie Romanowski. Lady Reds lead 7-6. Cahoon back to serve. Over to Parsons. Elmhurst not able to convert. Great kill there by Parsons. Lady Reds lead 8-6.
As a setter, you got to communicate with your hitters. You got to make sure that they're helping you out there because there's no reason that Nimrick should have ran across the court for that ball. Wasting a point right there.
Cahoon continues to serve. Nice attempt there by Haley that does go out. Point Elmhurst. Lady Reds lead 8-7. And serving is Nimrick. Fields to Chin. Oh, and Haley misses that one.
Chin just trying to force the middle right there. She was a little bit off the net, and Haley ran past her. You can't have that happen.
Tied at 8. Back to serve is Nimrick again. Chin to Fields. And that one will land. Point Lady Reds. They lead 9-8. And Fields back to serve.
Fields coming back to serve for Carthage.
Free ball there for the Blue Jays.
Great up by Cahoon right there.
That one's going to fall. Point to the Blue Jays. We're tied at 9.
Right over the block on the outside has really helped Elmhurst. They've used that tip to their advantage, especially when they're out of system. If they can't get a good swing on that, they're just going right over Karen Chin.
Serving for the Blue Jays is number 3, Zarmak. Fields over to Parsons. And the block there by the team of Burns and Lawrence. Elmhurst leads 10-9. At what point, if you're Coach Elmer, at what point do you call a timeout here?
Right now they're running even, so I wouldn't call a timeout yet. I would call a timeout if they went on a run. So let's say Elmhurst took the lead and went from a 13-9 lead. That would be a huge problem. Homer might be taking a timeout right now. Yeah, she's going to take a timeout right now, making sure this doesn't get out of hand.
So we know what Elmhurst is going to be. Telling your girls: stay focused, get back in the game. If you're Elmhurst, how are you keeping your girls pumped at this point?
You just got to stay. I mean, this has got to be a short timeout for you. You got to get them back on the floor. Make sure that they're not getting a little too rusty, not getting iced, because Carthage is going to come back swinging. That's going to be obvious. It's not going to be 25-9, and it's going to be a close game. It looks like it's going to be a close game. Elmhurst has to make sure that they just believe in themselves, they believe in their abilities, and it's going to be tough. It will be tough, especially in an away match. And, you know, Carthage is home right now. They still have a lot of energy in this building, and it's going to be tough for Elmhurst, but it's going to be a good match. It definitely will be.
Carthage already back out on the floor. GA Cindy Cavanaugh giving him a few last words of advice before they get back out there, keeping them positive, telling them to get back out there, do your job. As long as you do your job, you're going to be successful in this match because by far they are the better skilled team.
Yeah, and having a grad assistant is a huge help. Just relating to the players a little bit better, getting to be more realistic with them. And a head coach, from a head coach position, it's kind of hard to have very close relationships with your players. But what a grad assistant does is kind of fill that role, which is great.
Both teams back out on the court now. Serving now for the Blue Jays is Zarmak again. Elmhurst leads 11-9. Mallory Parsons on the attempt there. Gets into the back right corner. Point Elmhurst. They lead 12-9. Lady Reds have got to bring it back right now. This is your chance.
Elmhurst has been really smart with the ball. Not a lot of their kills have been off of hard swings. They've been tipping it to corners, tipping it over blocks.
Chin to Fields. Nice attempt there by Fields. Very tough ball to grab. Elmhurst now leading 13-9.
Elmhurst has had a ton of digs. They've gotten a lot of second chance points.
Elmhurst on a 5-point run here. Lady Reds apparently just cannot figure out a way to stop them. You've got to change it up, and that is exactly what Elmhurst is doing here. Bringing in Anna Domalewski, taking out Fields.
We'll see how this plays out. I mean, it's 14-9 right now. I think they were okay. I think this is going to be a temporary sub.
And a great kill there by Mallory Parsons.
It's a much-needed kill right there. Back in the game now, the Lady Reds.
Back to serve is number 4, Lucy Krensky. Carthage trails 14-10. Elmhurst point there, they now lead 15-10. And back to serve for the Blue Jays will be number 9, Shriver.
The tip coverage for the Lady Reds has really hurt them, especially in the fourth set. Like I said, all these kills are coming off of tips. And you'd much rather have them winning off of tips because that's something you can guard rather than just overpowering a team.
Great kill there by Emily Hireman. Lady Reds now only trail by 4, 15-11. Back to serve is Bria Haley. They're going to try to keep this pace up. Hireman now with 10 kills and 3 digs on the night. Fantastic kill there by Jackie Pavlonis. Peggy Clemens back to serve. And the kill there by number 16, Allie Rogers.
And the momentum has completely shifted from the Lady Reds having a tight grasp on this entire game to a 17-11 lead by Elmhurst, looking like it's going to head to a fifth set.
Not what Carthage needs at this point in their season. They're hoping that they can win out and host, hopefully, in the first round of NCAA championship. Now, if that happens or not, we won't find out until Monday when selection happens. But that would be the ultimate goal, to have home court advantage going into the NCAA tournament.
And it's a pride issue, too, especially when you're home right now. You really don't want to lose this game, especially in the first round, especially with the credentials that you have. It's disappointing if you lose this game. I mean, they shouldn't be thinking like that. They should be thinking to come back in this game and even win this fourth set. But a lot of them are fighting for their lives out here because they want to win this game and they want to have this regional.
Again, the winner of this match takes on Milliken tomorrow at 2 o'clock here live from Tarble Arena. We'll have live feed here going for you. And if you're close enough, get out here to Tarble Arena. It's sure to be a great match. Elmhurst leading 17-11. Back to serve is Peggy Clemens. The Lady Reds can't stop them here. We're going to a fifth set.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. The 6-point lead right now getting closer and closer to 25.
Emily Hireman, nice attempt there. And another point by the Blue Jays. They lead 18-11.
Defensively, Elmhurst looks great. They're getting up everything. Hireman got a great swing on that ball, and also getting a little lucky, getting a touch and going right to Peggy Clemens.
Chin over to Hireman. And that one goes out. Point to the Lady Reds, finally. They will take control here. Lady Reds do trail by 6, 18-12. They have come back from this before, though. They are able to do it, and with Karen Chin back there at the helm serving right now, there's no reason why they can't.
Absolutely, and Amy Shriver, the libero for Elmhurst, has absolutely had every outside's number in this fourth set. Been digging everything. She's done great.
Nice read there by Karen Chin as the ball goes up into the rafters. And a great block there by Rachel Fields.
Huge block right there by Fields and Fallard. And Fallard, more of a defensive middle, getting a huge block as she gets subbed in.
And another Carthage point. Karen Chin back to serve once again. Timeout. Elmhurst going to try to ice Chin here. She is on fire.
Great job by Elmer too, switching up the lineup a little bit, getting a little bit of energy in there. And also from a defensive standpoint, putting in Fallard, who's done great blocking-wise, getting to the pin. She's very fast, very quick on her feet. It was a great idea by Homer to do that.
Megan Fallard, the 6'0 freshman out of Maplewood, Minnesota, went to Concordia Academy. Been a great addition to the Lady Reds team this year. Carthage quick to get back on the floor. Elmhurst now heading out there. Lady Reds trail by 4, 14-18 in this fourth set. They lead overall 2-1 when it comes to sets. And Karen Chin back to serve.
This game's still up for grabs. Elmhurst really needs to watch out for the Lady Reds, especially with, like you said, Karen Chin serving. And 3 hitters in the front row, and Fields, Fallard, and Hireman. Hireman probably their best hitter.
Just like you said with Cahoon before, Chin is also ice cold when it comes down to these situations.
Absolutely.
She does not let her emotions get to her. She knows how to win. That is her specialty.
And there's Hannah Cahoon for you. It's a great dig. And Lady Reds should be proud of themselves. I mean, that's a great rally right there. They need to stay focused. They need to stay confident if they want to win this game. Like I said, they don't want to get to this fifth set.
Nice attempt there by Emily Hireman. Chin, Cahoon to Hireman again. Follow through. Oh, 4 hit. All right. Elmhurst leads 20-14. Back to serve is Allie Rogers.
And now sophomore Anna Cannella is in for Hireman. Let's see how that plays out.
Nice job by Fields with the kill. Lady Reds now only trailing by 5, 15-20. Back to serve is Shoemaker. Very short-lived stint there by Cannell. She's back out.
That's a great serve by Shoemaker. Like I said earlier in the match, if you have defensive players playing back and serve receive like that, you want to serve them short, especially a ball like that that's dying.
Falls on the Elmhurst side. Lady Reds point. Then they trail by 3. Shoemaker back to serve.
Shoemaker's got to keep this rally going. She can't miss a serve here and ruin all this momentum for the Lady Reds. She does that well.
Nice attempt there by Shoemaker, really going for it. Elmhurst leads 21-17 in this 4th set. Still, the set is up for grabs. Back to serve is number 8. Shoemaker to chin to Parsons. Mallory Parsons with the kill! Cahoon back to serve. This is just what the Lady Reds need. Parsons now with 14 kills on the night.
Parsons has done a great job. Great addition to this team this year, and she's been great picking up Hireman.
Barely gets over there.
And Elmhurst continues to answer, though. Although the Lady Reds are playing very well, Elmhurst is keeping their lead pretty well.
Big kill there by Shannon Burns. Lady Reds now lead, or they trail 18-23. Chin to Parsons. Lady Reds now trail 19-23. Fields back to serve. Going to fall short. We are closer than ever now, folks. Lady Reds trail by 3. Timeout by the Blue Jays. What kind of strategy are you going to take at this point if you're Carthage to try to win this set off?
Well, first off, you can't put the pressure on yourself to make this a 24-20 game rather than a 23-20. It's totally different. So Fields needs to make sure she's getting her serve in, but she also needs to make sure it's tough and it's attacking the passers. I mean, there's a huge difference between a 24-20 game and a 23-20 game. If Fields can reel off a couple points and she can tie this game, it's going to be a totally different game.
Completely agree.
I think Elmhurst is also trying to ice Fields, and Fields needs to make sure that doesn't happen. Excuse me.
Just a little bit of time left, and Elmhurst will make their way back out onto the court. Rachel Fields back to serve for the Lady Reds. Nice attempt there by Bria Haley. Fields to chin to Haley. Oh, and it's out. And this is set point for the Blue Jays. Serving is 3, Sam Zarmak. And a great job by Mallory Parsons.
Parsons has done a great job of keeping this team in the game. She's been on fire as of late.
Krensky and Canal back in the game. Krensky back to serve. Still set point for the Blue Jays. And they send that one into the net. Lady Reds within 2.
Yeah, still fighting here. They can reel off 2 points right here. It's a tie game, and it's just a fight. It's a fight for 2 points.
Falls on the Carthage side. Elmhurst takes the fourth set. 25-22. There's a few stats at this point. Elmhurst with a .233 attack percentage. Carthage with .254. That is the closest those two numbers have been to each other the entire time. Elmhurst keeps growing. Carthage keeps going down. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is going to be there.
Yeah, they've been dropping, and it's been killing the Lady Reds from an offensive standpoint and from a defensive standpoint on the Elmhurst side. They have dug everything, and that's been killing the Lady Reds. I mean, right now, the Lady Reds just need to make sure that the momentum is on their side, because this is a 15-point game. You got to start quick. If you don't start quick, you're going to be in huge trouble.
Elmhurst with 50, both teams with 56 digs at this point. Elmhurst with 5 blocks, Carthage with 8. Elmhurst with 57 assists, and Carthage with 46. Definitely one of Karen Chin's lower nights with only 39 assists going into this point. Sometimes she's got 50 by the third set, but right now she's a little low on the night, and that could be a little bit concerning considering the scores the past couple sets.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to be back in just a couple minutes with more live action here from Tarble Arena. All right, we are back here live at Tarble Arena with more CCIW Women's Volleyball Conference Tournament action. We are tied at 2 sets right now, each for Lady Reds and Elmhurst. Carthage took the first set 25-17, the second 25-16. Elmhurst took the third 25-23, and the fourth 25-22. This set to 15. What are we hoping the Lady Reds are going to do at this point?
Well, from a defensive standpoint, you need to be able to dig, and you need to be able to get touches on blocks. And that's why Fallard's in right now for Romanowski, and we'll see how that plays out. But you need to get second chance points, and also from an offensive standpoint, Hireman needs to step up. I know Mallory Parsons has done a great job, but Hireman has been the backbone of this team from an offensive standpoint.
And that first point there to Elmhurst. They lead 1-0. Back to serve now. Number 16, Allie Rogers. And a point there to the Lady Reds. You're tied at 1. And back to serve is Sarah Shoemaker. Also in is Mallory Parsons. As Krensky and Hireman go back to the bench. Fields to Chin, back to Fields. Now when it's tipped, it goes out of bounds. Point Lady Reds, they lead 2-1. Shoemaker continuing to serve. Shoemaker to Chin to Parsons. That one does go out. We're tied at 2. And back to serve for the Blue Jays is number 8.
Nothing to worry about right now for both teams, but whoever gets to 8 first is going to have the momentum, and that's, as a team, that's usually what you strive to do, because you're going to be switching nets soon, switching sides.
And a great kill there by Rachel Fields. Lady Reds take the 3-2 lead. That one does fall on the Carthage side. Point to Elmhurst. We're tied back at 3. This one going neck and neck.
So right now for Chin, she has Bria Haley, Rachel Fields, and Mallory Parsons in the front row. She's probably going to be looking for Mallory at this point. Perfect pass, though.
And a great kill there.
All starts with a pass. As long as you can get a good pass, you're going to have all 3 options. Using Haley, who's been consistent for them all year.
Fields serving for the Lady Reds. Lady Reds lead 4-3. Chin over to Parsons. Great kill there by Mallory Parsons. Lady Reds lead 5-3.
It's a huge momentum shift right now because it was going back and forth, and now the Lady Reds have a 2-point lead with Rachel Fields serving. You got Karen Chin, who's been a huge asset in the front row.
Now it's going to fall to Elmhurst. Lady Reds now lead 6-3. And timeout by Elmhurst. What do you think changed within the Lady Reds to bring their momentum back?
It starts with serving, and also Rachel Fields has had a great fifth set already, only 9 points into the game. She's had 2 kills. She just had a serving ace, and she's been a lot to this team in the fifth set. That's how you get momentum. That's how you get it going. I think the Lady Reds have some confidence back, and I think the crowd's really get into it. What's helping them.
Lady Reds quick back on the court. Student section, all the fans here pumped up in Tarble Arena. Absolutely an awesome atmosphere right now. We got the wave going again. It's a good night here in Tarble Arena. Fans are pumped up. Lady Reds are excited. We're leading in the fifth set. All I can say is let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Elmhurst has got to stay focused here, although they're down 3. There's a lot of game left, even though it's only up to 15. They need to come back, and they need to make it closer by the time someone gets to 8, because at the halfway point, that's where you kind of assess where you're at in the game.
Rachel Fields with the service error there. That's exactly what Elmhurst wanted to happen.
Yep, and the ice has worked. Hopefully Lady Reds can answer.
Comes right back to Lady Reds. Chin will quick cut or float that one over. That corner, it goes out. Point Lady Reds. They lead 7-4. And back to serve will be Krensky as Krensky and Hireman come in for Shoemaker and Parsons.
Elmhurst is going to have to switch up their offensive scheme right now, and
Barely gets over.
nothing to do about that. Nothing to do with that offensive scheme, but they've been very pin heavy, and that's kind of hurt them. They haven't really had any middle hitters that have really succeeded on the offensive side, and I think Carthage is taking advantage of it. They're doing good jobs of getting touches on the blocks, and now their serving has been incredible.
We've got a lot of great Carthage people here in the building tonight. Athletic Director Bob Bond, Assistant Athletic Director Tim Rux, Sports Information Director Steve Maravich. We got a lot of different coaches out here. Campus Pastor Kara Baylor is here. So many staff and faculty are here tonight just to cheer on the Lady Reds. The entire men's volleyball team, probably over 200 students here in the stands tonight. These Lady Reds have a lot of support here on campus. A lot of people are excited of what they've done this year, and they're ready to see them continue. Krensky to Chin to Haley. Error there by Elmhurst. Lady Reds lead 9-5, and back to serve is Bria Haley.
I mean, and you can see it right now. Everyone is fighting for their lives. Balls are not dropping. Anything that is near a player is being dove for. It's looking great for both teams.
They nail that one right at Krensky. Point Elmhurst. Lady Reds still lead 9-6. Back to serve for Elmhurst now will be Peggy Clemens. Clemens been on point all night.
Yeah, she's had a lot of experience playing libero for most of the year. She's been moved to DS, which is kind of hard to do, especially for a libero, but she's done a very good job, especially serving.
And Megan Fowler gets that one in on the back line. Lady Reds lead 10-6. Karen Chin back to serve. And that one does go out. That one goes out. Point Lady Reds. And that is a yellow card to the Elmhurst bench.
Yeah, right now the head coach for Elmhurst she lost her cool, and now it's a red card, so she's out of the game. And to be honest with you, I've actually never seen that. And my teammates and a lot of the college fans have lost it here. Very excited. That's a lot of momentum for the Lady Reds. That's not a smart move by the head coach for Elmhurst.
Trying to figure out if that was on the head coach or the GA. The GA just walked out. She's standing way off to the side.
That could be the GA, actually.
Because I saw the GA a lot more there, getting out on the floor.
Yeah, nevertheless, it's a huge momentum shift. Elmhurst answers, though.
Carthage fans very excited here. Athletic Director Bob Bolan down there making sure no one interferes with the game here. Very crucial moment of the game, doing a great job there. Little error there by Parsons. That's okay. Carthage can come back from it. They've come back from it before.
Right now, if I were home, I wouldn't have taken that timeout. I think you're up by 2. I think Parsons knew what she did wrong. I think they just need to get back into it. You don't want to give Elmhurst more time to think about what they need to do to get back in this game. The Lady Reds have 4 points to finish this off, and they can absolutely do it, but, Elmhurst has been good. Elmhurst has been good in the 4th and 5th set.
And that red card was, in fact, on their GA. She is off to the side now, not able to participate in the rest of the game.
You can't lose your cool like that. Although there's a controversial call, you can't lose your cool. Usually it gives momentum to the other team, and you saw how the crowd reacted. That's only going to help the Lady Reds.
Exactly. Lady Reds, at this point, it's all in their hands. There's nothing more Coach Elmer can do. It all comes down to their skill and their practice at this point.
Yeah, and especially when you win your first 2 games, you win your first 2 sets of this match. You can't lose 3 in a row. You can't be doing that. Just from as an athlete, you just don't want that to happen to you.
That one goes out. Not exactly sure why the buzzer sounded there.
Yeah, saw the clock running. Thank God they missed that serve. Unbelievable.
Hannah Cahoon back to serve. Lady Reds lead 13-9 in this 5th set. Out of the backcourt, Elmhurst is going to try to save this one, get that one over. Chin to Fields. Elmhurst saves it. And that one does go out. Point Lady Reds. Match point for the Lady Reds here in the 5th set. They lead 15-9. Hannah Cahoon back to serve.
You wouldn't want anyone back there but Cahoon right now. 14-9. They got a lot of comfort right now.
Cahoon. Chin to Cahoon. Shoemaker to Chin, over to Parsons. And nice job! And the Lady Reds have won their semifinal match in 5. A truly outstanding match between both teams. Elmhurst definitely cannot be disappointed in this effort. They fell to the #1 team in the conference, who was 7-0. They knew it was going to be a tough match coming in. And you know what? Lady Reds pulled it off in the end.
And thank God, because that would have been a demoralizing loss for the Lady Reds. If they lost 3 in a row, that would have killed them, especially at home. But like you said, you got to give a lot of credit to Elmhurst. Going down 2-0 is a tough thing to do in any sport. And, I mean, in volleyball, when you're down 2-0, it's very demoralizing. But Elmhurst fought back. They did a great job, and it was a great match to watch.
Of course. Well, very interesting today. Both semifinal matches going into 5 sets. So tomorrow, the Lady Reds will take on Milliken at 2 p.m. here live from Tarble Arena. Both myself and Cody will be back here. We will be calling the game for you. We thank you for watching us here tonight. Again, Lady Reds win in 5. Your score, Carthage 25-17 in the first, 25-16 in the second. Then Elmhurst takes over 25-23 in the third and 25-22 in the fourth. And Carthage comes back in the fifth to pull it off 15-9. A truly great win by the Lady Reds. The crowd now receiving them in all their glory. Super excited to go in tomorrow. It was a great night here at Tarble Arena. Myself and Cody, we thank you for joining us here tonight. This program has been a presentation of Carthage College. Producer Mike Love and associate producer John Boyanovich and the rest of our crew, we thank you very much for joining us here tonight, and we will see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock on Live at Carthage for tomorrow's CCIW Women's Volleyball Conference Tournament Final between the number 1 Carthage Lady Reds and the number 2 Milliken Big Blue. Have a good night.